Your training program is probably missing this one movement and your gains are suffering because of it. But you're in luck. Today, I'm going to show you how to do it and how to get really fit in the process. Before I tell you what it is, I will tell you that it does include a dumbbell. And dumbbells are fantastic because they can get you strong and fit from anywhere. They don't require a ton of money to invest in to get started. They don't require a ton of space, and they're fun and easy to use. So the movement we're talking about is using one dumbbell. Another thing I'll tell you before we actually talk about the exact movement is it is a compound movement, meaning we're using multiple joints, multiple muscles to move the weight where we want it to, as opposed to an isolation movement, which tends to be one joint and only one set of muscles. They are both effective. Compound versus isolation, they both work great at getting you strong. The cool thing about a compound movement is you can tend to go a little bit heavier. They tend to be a little bit faster. And because of that, they also get you a little out of breath. So now not only are we talking strength training, we're also talking about some conditioning as well. So one movement can help us check the box for strength and conditioning. So what movement are we talking about? It involves a single dumbbell. It is a compound movement. It also happens to be one of my most favorite movements to do in any workout. It is the single dumbbell hang clean and jerk. We're taking that dumbbell from above our knees, but in between our legs, jumping it up to our shoulder and locking it out overhead. The goal is to use as much of our body as possible to manage our momentum to get that dumbbell to where we want it. This is not just an arm movement. You could, if you wanted to, slow it down and go light enough where it's just your arm doing the work. But the point of this being a functional, relatively intense compound movement is we want to engage our legs, our hips, our core, and of course our arm to throw that dumbbell to where we want it to go. Let's talk about how to do a single dumbbell hang clean and jerk so you can include them in your training program as well, and hopefully they become your favorite movement, just like they're my favorite movement. Starting things off, you got your single dumbbell. In terms of weight, if this is a new movement for you, let's go light. Pick a weight that is lighter than something you would hold in one hand for a bicep curl. Lighter than that. It's going to feel easy right now, and that's a-okay. I want you to get the technique down first before we try to throw around a heavy weight. So start light. Once you feel confident with the movement, we can up the weight as we go. Starting out light. The first thing we're going to talk about is the clean, the first movement in a clean and jerk. For the clean, watch here first. We're looking to jump the weight up to our shoulder. The finish position is dumbbell touching my shoulder, elbow is out in front of my body. The start position is arm totally straight, dumbbell above my knees and in between my legs. This is a movement that you could also take from the floor, cleaning up from the floor, but that increases the range of motion, that increases the complexity. So for now, especially this is a new movement for you, let's stay above the knees, stay from the hang. When you're doing a clean, your hips start bent. Your knees are bent as well. The hips are actually the engine of this movement. You're going to extend your hips first. That's going to create some momentum. That's going to get the weight moving. And then your arm is going to finish things off. Hips, legs, core, start. I jump and the dumbbell starts to move. My arm then joins in and gets the dumbbell up to my shoulder. As you can tell, that jumping, that cleaning motion looks very different than a bicep curl motion. I'm not just using my arm to clean it. I'm using my hips and my entire body to jump it up. If you're new to this kind of dynamic cleaning movement, the timing it'll take some time to get the timing down. You ideally keep your arm straight until you've jumped completely, little jump, and then your arm pops the weight up. Jump, then arm. What is your arm doing on that clean? When we're cleaning dumbbells, it doesn't apply to barbells, but when we're cleaning a dumbbell, you're keeping your elbow pinned to your side. Pretend you forgot to put deodorant on today and you don't want to be opening up your arm and getting your BO everywhere, right? Keep your armpit closed down. So when you do a clean, your elbow stays pinned to your side. and that allows for a smaller range of motion, a smaller path that the dumbbell has to move, as opposed to thinking like a kettlebell swing where we're going way out in front of us. Not the goal. The shorter the path that the weight has to move, the easier the movement is going to be. So we're starting arms straight, hips and knees bent. We jump, we pull with the arm slightly, and then we keep our armpit closed. We keep our elbow next to our rib cage. And you finish with that elbow out in front of you. You see the space here, dumbbell on my shoulder. That's the clean portion of the single dumbbell, hang clean and jerk. Once you've mastered the clean, we can talk about the press. Really, any kind of press works. You could not use your body at all and do a strict press. That's all arm. You could do a push press where you use your legs a little bit, a little dip and drive, or you could do the most explosive, most leg-involved movement, which is a push jerk, jumping, landing, and standing. Based on what weight you use, based on how fast you're trying to go, pick the one that works best for you. I would suggest somewhere in between the push press and the push jerk. Use your legs as much as you comfortably can in the moment. For right now, we're just going to talk about the overhead portion. We're not going to do any of the cleans. We're just going to start at your shoulder. Again, it's literally dumbbell touching your shoulder, elbow in front of you. Bend down slightly, a little dip, not a squat, a little tiny dip, and stand up fast. I'm finishing with my arm next to my ear. Dumbbell is locked out overhead, and I can hang out here pretty comfortably. If this is not a comfortable position for you, go a little bit lighter so that you are okay when you're locked out overhead. Make sure this is an okay position. Abs engaged, ear and bicep next to each other, elbow locked out. How we get there, again, it's dip and stand up fast. That's the push press version. To use your legs even more, you're almost going to think about, or you're literally going to think about jumping and landing. Jumping and landing with soft knees. Jump, land, and just like the clean, that momentum gets the weight moving, and my arm just finishes off. Jump, land, my knees are bent, my arm is straight, I stand up tall, and that's a good rep for a push jerk. Same thing, if this is a new movement to you, the timing is a little funky, you gotta figure it out. Don't press first, dip and jump first. That momentum helps us finish the full movement. As you use a heavier weight, the push jerk almost becomes a necessity. It'll be too heavy to muscle with your arm. Any amount of leg involvement is great though. Dip, drive, or jump, land, and stand. All work great. Once you've mastered the parts separately, the clean and the overhead, we'll call it the jerk for now, combine them to the single dumbbell, hang clean, and jerk. Jump the weight up, jump and press it overhead. Make sure we finish with locked out elbow, locked out knees, reset to your shoulder, reset to the start position, which as a reminder is arms straight, knees bent, hips bent, back is flat. Jump, jump, reset. As you're learning it, take your time in between the sections. Take your time with the clean, pause there, gather yourself, jump and press overhead, make sure you're feeling good, reset, down. As you get better at it, you can go faster, and then it becomes an even better conditioning workout as well as strength workout. You can cycle quickly because of the momentum from our lower body. The arm doesn't fatigue as quickly, and we can really cycle through a lot of quick reps, doing 5 to 10 at a time per arm. Even if you're going heavy, even if you're going fast, make sure we focus on the technique. Arm is always straight in the bottom. Back is always flat, and I'm not going down very far. I'm not doing a full deadlift. The weight is at lowest at my knees. Jump and pull, jump and press, and reset down. The one cue, the magic thing to be thinking about to make your single dumbbell hang clean and jerks a little bit easier, in your head, you're thinking jump, jump. If you can do that while moving the dumbbell, jump, jump, these will feel so much better for you. This is also when you're a little more experienced and you're okay to go a little bit fast, you're thinking jump, jump. Jump the weight up to your shoulder, jump and press overhead, put it together, jump, jump. Jump, jump. Once you can do 5 to 10 quickly on one arm, I would suggest trying to go a little heavier. Make sure your technique stays intact, maintains itself. Don't worry about going fast as you increase the weight. Slow it back down. Focus on doing it correctly, checking in with every step, using your hips, using your legs, using momentum along the way. As the weight feels a little more comfortable, start going a little faster and repeat that process. 5 to 10 on one arm, 5 to 10 on the other. Keep increasing in weight as it gets easier. Doing these for anywhere from 1 to 5 sets at a time is a great addition to your workout. Single dumbbell hang clean and jerks. You're thinking jump to get that dumbbell to where you want it to. Fantastic compound strength and conditioning movement. Athletes, if you liked this video and you like this type of movements, these types of movements here, this dynamic compound weightlifting with a single dumbbell, great way to get fit from home. Make sure you like and subscribe to follow along for more movement tutorials and some awesome workouts that include this type of exercise. Excellent athletes. Enjoy and give some single dumbbell hang clean and jerks a try.